Number 5, looking at the answers, could it be starting with C? Now take a look at the diagram up above here, the picture up above, and we've got a circle with 1 through 6, and they look equally spaced, so it could be like a probability type of problem. And then we've got this arrow, which might be a spinner. First phrase, on the disk shown above, a player spins the arrows twice. Okay, that makes sense. So you're going to spin it once, then spin again. The fraction a over b is formed. Okay, so I'll write down a over b is formed, where a is the number of the sector where the arrow stops after the first spin. Okay, so this is the first spin. And b is the number of the sector where the arrow stops after the second spin. All right, so this is second spin. Okay, so the first spin will be A, second spin is going to be B. On every spin, each of the numbered sectors has an equal probability of being the sector on which the arrow stops. Okay, so like we were saying, each cheese wedge here has the same degree measure, so they're equally spaced, okay, and the probabilities are equal. What is the probability that the fraction A over B is greater than 1? Okay, so they want A over B is greater than 1. Now, how do fractions become greater than 1? The answer is when the numerator, A, is greater than the denominator, B. Okay? Now, this actually turns into kind of a list question. All right? Because let's start off with A here. If A were 1, like we had a spin of A is 1, is there any value of B where the value of 1 divided by that number is going to be greater than 1? Well, 1 over 1 equals 1, but that's not greater than 1, and that's the smallest value. So there aren't any options when A equals 1. Let's try now A equals 2. What can the B value be for this to happen? The only thing that we've got is 2 over 1. And so we have one answer when A equals 2, and we're just going to go down the line here. How about when A equals 3? The only thing that can work, and you want to be in a list, well, 3 over 1 makes 3. 3 over 2 is 1.5, and you can't have 3 over 3. So there are two options here. How about when A is equal to 4? Well, you should see that 1, 2, and 3 work. So there are three options here. Same thing goes. Let's go A over B. When A equals 5, well, what should work? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are 4 options here. Okay. And then we'll lastly go to 6. When A equals 6, the things that will work, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 options here. Okay. Now if you add that up, I forgot to circle this 3 here. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15, out of how many ways, okay? The question is like, well, how many options are there? Well, it's got 6 ways around the circle one time and the opportunity for 6 different denominators. So each number here has 6 ways. So when there's 1, there's 6 ways. When there's 2, there's 6 ways. 3, 6, 4, 6 ways, 5, 6 ways, and 6, 6 ways. It's out of 36. And so the answer is 15 out of 36. The answer is A.